Hey guys, it's August 29th. It's 7:25 right here in Ukraine, and I'm starting this live. I hope that the connection is okay, the sound as well. Uh, so let's wait for some people, and meanwhile, I'll start to tell you the story. Hello, Zain. It's good to see you. How's your health? Hello, Sindon. Sinindok 8, evening mate. So, you remember that my last live, it was 4 days ago or 3 days ago when we were in Kiev, and the next day we left Kiev, and the next day, equal to yesterday night, we had this attack. So, this is the second biggest attack, aerial attack, and Russians, they launched more than 600 drones. I don't know how many missiles were there, but yeah, they seriously damaged the building, the residential home, and this home is just next to my college. So this is in front of my college, and it's not that far from the place where that I showed you in one of my video where the missile landed uh, right into the park. It's about maybe 250 meters from this attack and this building, and on the other side, maybe like a kilometer from this place, another drone, not the missile but drone, hit the residential building, the ninth floor. And my friend, he lives on 11th floor, and his apartment is also damaged, so he has no wall right now. uh, all the windows that he has on that side, they also not like broken, but they are just pushed inside, so it's just everything damaged and the entire apartment, I would say. So yeah, a few days ago we left Kiev, and we felt that something is coming, because the whole week was without the attacks. And you remember that we had the Independence Day on 24th, and a lot of international representatives, Kit Kellogg from the United States, and other European leaders, they were in Kiev. And usually when we have somebody in Kiev, it's always calm. So we didn't have attacks. We had just few air raids during the daytime, but no attacks. And all the nights when we were in Kiev, they were okay. They were calm. And yeah, so of course it means that Russians, they were preparing, they were collecting everything, and so when the attack happened, we were here, and on that night we heard a lot of drones, and this time it was it seems like they were like super speedy, like some, not hyper speed, but they are much faster than they were before. And also some people mentioned that, and there are several videos with these drones. As far as I know, this attack took away 25 people, and 24 people who lived in this building, they were killed. And as far as I know, only one person survived. So the entire entrance, it's 5-story building. It's just a regular building that we have a lot of such and similar buildings in Kiev. And every time you just you think that it could have been you or some of your friends, some of your relatives, like your parents, or and this is the way how we feel almost every day. Because every day in Ukraine, there are just no safe places at all. Because you never know where the missile fly, where the drone fly. So it just, it's freaking scary, and this war must be ended immediately. But yeah, but you see that there is nothing. There is no sign of any end, and Russia, they just do not care about everything what's happening. I was listening to their spokesperson Peskov, who said that all the targets uh, were successfully targeted, and yeah, they also damaged, the British Council in the Kyiv downtown and European Union office at the same area. So you see, what's happening, and I don't know, just I I'm speechless about everything, because I feel that everything what's happening, all the peace efforts around this war, they're just useless, because this country just does not care about this. They are acting like they are for peace, and they are saying that, and not they, but he he recently he told that to Trump in Alaska, and what do we have now? You see the outcome, and it's just like some circus. And I don't know, I heard that Trump, um, he said that he's disappointed, but uh, he's been waiting, like it's not new to him. So yeah, I don't know what should we do, and what should all the countries do to make this war stop and end forever, not just for a week or two, some short ceasefire, but it must be ended for, I don't know. Now I feel like it's something that is impossible, because almost after 4 years, it looks like this war, it just has no end. Because as longer as this war goes on, it's harder and harder to stop it, because I don't know what I don't know what should happen. Maybe if somebody dies, and all of us perfectly know who is that person, but it seems that even if Putin dies, nothing really changes. Maybe I wanna be wrong, but yeah, I can show you some photos, because you see that on the thumbnail. But this is how the building looks like after the missile. The people who live next to this place, I was watching the TV report, and they said that there were two missiles which hit the building, and two missiles which hit some area near to this building. So this building is just next to my college, it's just in front of my college. And behind this building there is the local market, the fair market. Not the fair, but just the market, where like thousands of people do grocery every day. Uh, just every time it's just hard to say something. I can show you just the photo of my friend's apartment, and now he has no wall, and this is just the view from his living room. And thankfully that nobody was killed, because the bedroom is on the other side. So this is the reality of the life in Ukraine, and it's getting tougher and tougher. Let me go back to your comments, guys. Hi Jerry, thanks for joining. Hello Alian, hello Les, hello Isocials and the War Our Prayer in. Sending strength and goodwill from Colorado. Hello Don, hello Danny, hello Otis, hello Barry. So lucky you have great timing. You mean this life? Hi Finlay, hello Rusty. I'm so sorry when I saw news yesterday about the massive bombing in Kiev. Hello Rusty, hello Larry, hello Kevin. I feel better when you aren't in the city. I feel you are safer at your parents' home. So sorry to hear what happened. Max, this is what happens when the US president acts like Putin is his boyfriend. Like his good friend. So Putin just told him something. I don't know what he exactly told him. But yeah, now it's like very important to see what will be the response from Trump. Because definitely I do not believe that Trump just, avoid or ignore this attack. So for me, it's very interesting to see what will he say. And, the deadline that he put, 2 weeks deadline, it will be over on Monday, so in 2 days. Stop blaming Trump. It's Brabant's war. What did he do? Stop it. Glorified, what do you mean? I'm not blaming Trump directly, because of course, like he said many times, it's not his war, and I do not blame, him and his team who just, let's say, entered the storm. But all of us, everyone, sees that Putin just playing the games around Trump and his team, and everything what he is saying, like, it doesn't worse anything. And I just really hope for some serious decisions and serious actions from President Trump, because otherwise, if it's not he, if it's not the America, who else can do something with Russia, in your view? The Constitution is Trump's fault. You give him a pass for saying he would end the war easily. He's the liar and the Russian asset. Was he in the apartment where the missile hit? No, Calvin. No. Time in live in Kiev. Yeah. Yeah. I told you that, we felt something, and we were staying there for 4 or 5 days. So, it was the time to leave. And thankfully that we left the city. Trump isn't helping anything anywhere on the planet. Michael Sullivan. Not you, Paula, the chat. President Trump is sending Ukraine multi-billions in ammo and weapons. Yeah, every time we are, discussing this, Trump or other administration, every time, guys, I do realize that there are people who like him and who do not like him. And of course, I respect your opinion, and I just share my, personal, let's say, personal view, and what I feel about this, because of course everybody has this Jack, Jackie is eating the bees, and I don't know. He likes bees because maybe they are sweetie because of the honey, but every time his mouth hurts because of the this poison that they uh, left, and because of the sting, right? The sting. So yeah, because on my previous live stream I was saying something not positive about Trump, about his actions and decisions, and some people in the comments said, Paulo, like, why are you blaming him? I, you know, I'm not that person to blame him, but I just not like I want something, but he definitely has some real levers, like leverage on Russia to make this war stop. Because saying these words that I want this war to stop, and Putin wants peace and Putin is ready for the deal, yeah, we see how he's ready. Today also President Zelensky had the conference and he was replying on the different questions from the journalists, and he said that yeah, sooner or later we'll have that meeting. I don't know. It seems that all this news about this not do literal like or bilateral meeting, like when two parties have meeting. It seems that of course maybe one day it will happen, but when, I don't know. Again, before I was reading some words from Lavrov. It's the Minister of International Affairs in Russia, and he said that we have to have some base, like this meeting should be prepared well. But they've been saying that for the last year, and before they said that this meeting will never happen. Now it's like another song. Of course, if you guys think that I like this topic and this is what I want to talk about, no, I hate this, but this is the way how we live for the last 3.5 years, and these are the circumstances when me, my friends, my family can be killed because of one person who is given the orders and launching missiles and drones into my country, killing the citizens of this country who did nothing wrong, who did nothing bad to him and that country. Because we do not care about Russia, we do not care what's happening there, and we do not treat them like, our neighbor country. It's absolutely different country, and I wish this country would be many thousands kilometers away. But unluckily, this is our neighbor, and this is our neighbor who treat us as a part of his country. And maybe I feel this way because I was born when Ukraine was already independent, and I do not feel this uh, feelings like some elderly people who were living during Soviet Union time feel. But even now, I'm sure that the biggest part of these people, or the bigger part, do not feel that at all. Because when the war started, of course, like there were many people who were saying, "Oh, this is our brother country. How come they could do that?" But now, like, it seems that nobody has this opinion and nobody thinks like that, because it just has no sense. And when Russia is saying that they are liberating and helping and defending uh, Russians in Ukraine or Russian-speaking people in Ukraine, it's just disgusting. and this is such a bullshit. Yeah, guys, this is what this is what's happening, and you feel so useless because you can do nothing, and you have to live with it, and you have to live with this risk, and you have to live with this risk and realizing that you can be killed, and sooner or later, if this war will not end, you'll be in the trenches or near to trenches. And yeah, and this is the end. And when maybe you guys think that, I, of course, I'm trying to act like everything is okay, but everything what I have in my mind, in my head, is just there is no positive stuff at all. Because I do realize that as long as this war goes on, like more and more danger, more and more risk, that being a man, you just will not see the peace. Yeah, my friends, this is what we have. So it's the American people that send aid to places, not the president. Every country has their own interest. The US interest used to be in supporting and encouraging democracies around the globe. Why blaming Trump? Russia and Ukraine is to blame. Jake is for president, he'll fix everything for biscuits. Trump is already in more physical and mental decline than Biden was. Russia is entirely to blame. If they leave Ukraine, stop bombing, the war stops. Yeah, like, if Russia stops the war ends. If Ukraine stops to defend itself, what happens then? And I know, I read sometimes comments below different videos uh, in YouTube, and there are so many people who say, like Ukraine uh, must stop this war. Yeah, it's like we, chose the war, we started the war, we invaded Russia. How many times Ukraine? Like 15 times smaller than Russia, and we've been fighting for the last decade because it started a long time ago in 2014. And of course, yeah, you just try, and not just me, but everyone who is here, uh, all the humans, they adapt to everything what's happening. I don't know if this word is correct, adapt, but if there is like a winter season all year through, you just adapt to it and you live with it. And yeah, our people also adapt to war, to this danger, but just one thought, just one uh, moment when you think that this is your last night, because every time when you go to sleep, you think that the missile or drone can hit your home, can hit your building, and it can be your last day. But despite all this, when I do my live streams, you see, uh, you see the streets, you see that everything seems to be okay. Nobody is, giving up. everybody is trying to do their best. You remember those concerts that we have on Volodymyrsky Hill where we have the piano? You remember the central streets with crowds of people, of teenagers and elderly generation who visit different concerts, theaters. And during the daytime it seems okay, but yeah, during the night this is hell. This is the hell. Oh, let me read some of your comments. Mm, if Europe really cared, why don't they take over Kaliningrad? Yeah, this is the good question. So Kaliningrad, this is the small part of Russia inside the Europe. And yeah, nothing is happening there. Probably just one ruler taking over another. Honestly, just stay out of the way. Uh, Anything political is everything to do with what's being spoken out. I don't think Paulo needs to read about political squabbles here. Let's give him encouragement and strength to get through this war. Praying for you and your country always, from Max. If Ukraine had any sense, they would have got rid of Zelensky. Terrible attack yesterday. Trump will say what he always says. I'm not very happy about it. 2 weeks. Yeah, I heard it from his secretary. I don't know who is that lady, but he said that Trump is not happy about that, but he expected. Paula was in Ukraine last year and will be back there in the next few days. I understand some of the anxiety you have. Stay strong and hope to see you soon. From Kenty. Yeah, Kenty, you can write on my email, and in case if I'll be in Kiev, we can have some coffee. Because recently, when I was in Kiev, I met with it was Tom. So this is the American who's coming to Ukraine, and it was his 28th visit. So he's been coming since 1993. And he wrote me about that maybe months before, then the next week, then the next week, then a few days before this trip. And by the way, Steve, you remember the photo with Tom. Nothing is unexpected. Your appearance here is unexpected, because usually you do something different. The people should have chose a new leader. They shouldn't have listened to England. My man, if you think that, people are against or me against the elections, we are not. But how come we can do that now? Like, if there'll be not like the guarantees, but conditions for that, we'll definitely have elections. But I repeat that another time. If you think that there are so many people whom we want to choose, there are like zero candidates. I do not see, and I do not know, I have no idea who can be our next president, really. And if you think that something will be better with the next president, I'm not sure. And of course, I also do realize that the after-war period may be much tougher than the war period. And of course, like, I and many other people who are here, like, they have this opinion that the period after the war can be much harder. And there are various of factors why. But now is the most important, just to stay alive till that period and to witness it. If somebody has some question, feel free to ask. Hey Justin, I'm okay. My parents, they're also okay. So yeah, like nothing good, but thankfully everyone is alive. How are you, by the way? It's terrible times, and the world leaders cannot be relied upon for any common sense solutions. My opinion, greetings from Northern Canada, wishing you all the best and Leo of world peace. Thanks, Bruce. Who is deluded? Hello, Joe. Hi, Paolo. Good to see you. Don't give up. Hello, Joe. While resolution is cabinet material, very popular, they say. Who knows? He's not. He used to be popular until he left this country. Hi, all. Hello, Jay. Paolo, sorry for all the stress. We are here for you. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for joining. Cheryl Watchman is talking about the Trump admin. Duncan. Paolo, do you use fertilizer for the garden or is the soil just rich? Yeah, the soil is quite okay. Usually, right here in this garden, we do not use anything. As for the field where we plant some veggies, we use, let's say, natural, like you said, fertilizer, because we have like, what's the word, like, the huge hole that goes from the toilet, and then you use this material and transport them to the field, and then the nature does all the other actions. But in this area, in this region, in Poltava region, the soil is not that rich, like for example, where my parents have summer house, where my grandma lived, because that area, you remember the huge field where my mom plants her veggies. That soil is really rich, and she does not use fertilizers at all. Like even the human's material, like you just do not need it there. Paul encourages free speech, but please keep the difference civil. Yeah, Jerry, thanks for mentioning that. Hi, Jay. FUCK Putin. I agree with you, and not only him. All of these are signs of the birth pains and the coming tribulation. Watchman, you write such a hard uh, sentences. It's hard. I'm not English speaker. I'm native. I am non-native speaker, so you can use some simpler vocabulary to make this to share your thought. Phew, yeah, but damn, it's so hard to realize that it's been almost 4 years, and I do remember that I was doing this lives when the war just started, and it was 3.5 years ago. And you feel like your life stopped at that moment, and it's still on some pause, and you're not living. You're just existing like some plant, and it's such a weird feeling. Sometimes you have the moments when you forget about everything, but it's not that often. It's such a rare moments of this joy, and usually you have these moments when some people you love around you. Like recently, when we had Independence Day, I was not able to do the live. I was meeting my friends whom I have not seen for the last 3 years, and it was the first time I saw him. And it's such a interesting fact that it seems like I saw them, a few weeks ago, because nobody changed. Everybody is still in a good shape. Nobody became older. And you think, damn, it was just a few weeks ago when we, visited the gym together, when we uh, had some parties together. But you do realize that almost 4 years passed. But yeah, thankfully that they are okay too. Because, uh, I have just few friends who stayed, who are staying in Ukraine, because most of them, they are abroad. And yeah, it's not that easy to meet them now, only through the text messages or some video calls. And everyone is so far. It's 8 p.m. right here in Ukraine. Our uh, days, they are shorter now, and in 30 minutes it will be completely dark. So you can see there the sunset. Uh, it's been a while from the area. Have the evenings cooled off there. We are having almost chilly nights. A couple of weeks ago they were sultry. So a couple of days ago it was really cold. Now we have warmer days, but yeah, you can see that I'm wearing hoodie and I'm wearing boots instead of slippers because it's really cold. Not that cold, but chilly. And I do remember that on my previous lives when I was doing them outdoor, every time I felt some uh, pain in my throat after the live, because when I am here and have these lives, I do not pay attention on on my, let's say, temperature. Is it cold to me, or do I feel okay? Am I feel okay? I mean, in terms of the weather. But yeah, so I'll take the mic. Maybe I can just walk a bit, because yeah, when I walk I feel warmer. So some recommendation. Let me check your comments. No peace in sight. Steve, please go to the Oval Office and talk to Trump and tell him, Mr. Donald, or who, Mr. Trump, you have to get rid of Putin. Let's put him somewhere in your basement. You can uh, put the rope, you can put the mask, and then I'll come to you. You offered me the bed, the bedroom, and then we'll do something with that guy. And you also said that you have several rifles. So I'm ready for the ex- executation. Sorry for my English words. Uh, I remember those first podcasts. Yeah, it was such a scary period of time, and it was my first lives. And for me, it's always hard to do these lives because I have to talk without breaks, without some pause, and I have to tell something. I have to keep some atmosphere, some being entertainment, being entertaining here. But yeah, of course, that's interesting. That's interesting to be the blogger, the, like you said, podcaster. But I'm not podcaster. But yeah, it looks like some podcast, some stand-up show. But of course, it's not about something positive. It's more about some negative stuff. Oh, Max, I promote peace in Jesus Christ. Ukraine took out 20% of Russia oil industry in August. Heard their economy enough and collapse will result. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, over the last few weeks, we destroyed a lot of Russian refinery, like you said, refinery, oil refineries, right? Гей, брате, як би ти поставився до того, щоб провести пряму трансляцію з нами та своїми друзями? It's Justin, it's interesting. Yeah, but you know, one issue. It's interesting to do the stream with any citizen with just to stand somewhere on the square and to talk to the ordinary people who just walking through the street, but there are not that many people who are able to speak English. And same with my friends. Of course, maybe they know some basic. They can say hi, how are you? But as for some serious topics, I have doubts about that. 42 months from the sacrifice, the temple will be in construction base of scripture. Watchmen, please. Something easier, something simpler. I was listening to Senator John McCain talked years ago what he said about Russia. Nobody believed him. Now the whole world is here. It seems that it was our biggest mistake that nobody was treating this threat that serious like we had to. The nights are drawing now. In now, winter is coming. Take it easy, Paulo. Hello, Julian. Did you go mushroom gathering yet this year? Not yet, Canty. Hey, Paulo, let's go fishing. Hey, Steve, let's go. Hey, Steve, let's go. Where we can go? Separate church from the state, so many problems will. How many hours do you think I drive time to the front line? 2? 2 hours? Talk a bin. Hello there. I'm sorry, Paulo. Feel free to donate this to relief efforts or buy a nice meal or both. Thanks, Takabin. I appreciate it. Hit the like button to this super chat. Is it allowed to speak Russian in Kiev? Alex, you're allowed to speak Russian anywhere. There are a lot of people who speak Russian. And when some Russian officials saying that, oh, you'll beat you if you speak Russian, or they banned Russian language, just pooh into his face. Because this is another bullshit that they are spreading around. Hello, Pablo. All the best. Hello, Michael. How much did you pay TCC to evade? Did your police brother help you? You're hiding in the basement rather than going to the front. Wilbur, I work for this country. How come I travel around the Ukraine doing live streams from the streets every time when we're in Kiev? So, what's wrong with you? I'm against any corruption. I'm against any bribes. Do you think that I look like the person who have the channel about the Ukraine with 250,000 subscribers, traveling around Ukraine, filming Ukraine? Is Putin still offering amnesty for those who defect from Ukraine? I have no idea. Many more people choose not to speak the language of the aggressor. Yeah, that's true. Many people switched to Ukrainians. Many people, even who never spoken Ukrainian, they tried their best. They tried their best to start speaking Ukrainian. But first of all of our people, we are, let's say, 90%, we are bilingual. So we know Ukrainian, we know Russian. But back then, many people just uh, did not use uh, one from these languages. So to when I entered college and then university, the biggest part of the students, my group mates, they were speaking Russian. People who were from some rural parts, they were speaking Ukrainian. The people who were born in the city in Kiev or in other big cities, uh, they were also mostly speaking Russian. But then every year, like more and more people, they were uh, trying and choosing to speak Ukrainian rather than Russian. And when the war started, like this percent became so high, and now, yeah, I couldn't say that it's impossible to hear Russian language somewhere on the street, especially in Kiev, but it's not that common like it was before. But again, nobody is uh, beat you for that. It's not banned. Of course, the state language is Ukrainian, and it has the sense, of course. And when some Russian officials, they are saying that, oh, Russian language must be uh, a state language as well. But how come? Why? If you want to speak Russian, okay, speak. But the state language is Ukrainian. All the documentary, all the papers, paperwork, studying, schools, universities, like the main language is this one. If you don't want, okay, this is your choice. Uh, how did the vegetable garden produce this year? Not that great like previous one, but still have wedges. We had cold. It was cold in May when many plants died. Ignore the troll, please. I do not care about trolls, really. I do not care because it's something funny, and they are always funny. Mm, got to run, prayers, Paulo. Watchman, good luck. Russian was a common language for so long. It's not a big deal. The videos of Speaker Mike Johnson in Israel sacrifice heifers is just more proof that these nuts are trying to end us all. Fools for religious cult refuse to think sensible. Oh man, Rhonda, something hard. Again. Moved my cam closer to the internet. All right. Oh, I forgot that I have this mic. Uh, what else? Today we have, by the way, the Morin Day all over Ukraine. Uh, Yesterday was such an interesting case that I saw that in the social networks that in the evening we had some concert in Kyiv region with crowds of people, and of course it was a bit strange that after the attack we had that. But what's that mean? It's mean that, yeah, you see that despite all the danger, all the grief, people use their free time to have some joy. But of course, yeah, later on, when somebody shared that on the social media that concert was canceled, there was some investigation, and it has also sense. Because what the fuck, right? Do your mom and dad want you not to go back to Kiev? Calvin, mm, you know, they also used to everything. And I couldn't say that they are saying that, like, stop going there. Because I'm not that young, I'm not that small. Yeah, so all the decisions make, we uh, make them consciously. And of course, they're saying that, like, try to staying away from the city. But they are also visiting my mom. Uh, I, I told you that she's selling her stuff, so they are going to Kiev 1 2 times per week. And by the way, the market is not that far from this attack. And of course, me, I also worry about them. And my dad is also, from time to time, he does this Uber work, like driving as a taxi when he gets bored. And when the war started on 24th of February, he was in Kiev, and there was attacks, there were sirens, and I called him. It was about 7 a.m. And I asked, "Are you okay? Like, where are you?" And he replied me, "Oh, I have an order. I have the passenger. Like, I'll call you back later." And I asked, "Come on, like, there is the war. There are attacks. There are missiles." He said, "Okay, okay, okay." Because yeah, when the war started, it seems that our people, they were so shocked, and nobody could really believed could have believed that that's true and that's real. And now, yeah, we live with it. Uh, Paulo Maga is a political slogan supporting Trump. Yeah, I know, Jerry. Make America great again. I know that. I know that. Just tuned in. I hope you and your family are well. James, thankfully, we're okay. My family is also. And we left Kiev a day before the attack. And the next time we'll go to Kiev, I'll definitely go and film and show the consequences of this attack, because it's everything is so close. So it's about like 600 or 700 meters away from us. So you can imagine. So it's just, I told you that they started targeting this area about 2 months ago. And now every time when we have attacks on Kiev, they are shelling this area. And that's freaking scary. Because every time when you're in Kiev and we have air raid, every time it's better to go to the shelter, because these high-speed missiles, they are really, rapid. So uh, the missile can be landed just in like 5 6 or 10 seconds right after the air raid. And we had such cases when there was the air raid, and in a few seconds the explosions. The holiday season is approaching. While celebration is tempered for obvious reasons, they are important for moral. I'd like to send you a care package fit for the season. Denaria. What does it mean? What do you mean by care package fit for the season? I hope you do a video from your parents' summer house soon. Yeah, uh, I hope so. Because the last time I was there, it was maybe a few months ago, and it seems that I filmed there something at that time. I filmed the view on the field, on the garden, and I said that I'll be back here like in a few months and we'll show you the result. But now it's almost the end of the summer, so I don't know if I will make the before after video. Що найкраще в житті в цій країні? What's the best for your life or in your life in this country? Justin, this is so complicated because first of all, this is my homeland. Uh, and your homeland is special. Like, homeland is special for everyone, and everybody sees something that is special for him. And even when I was abroad, I still felt this, I still missed, and I felt that, oh, I want to go back. I want to go back, not like, uh, because of something, because of the food or because of the relatives, parents, just because of some atmosphere that we have here. It just, you know, something that you used to and you want this to be in your life from time to time. So I have no answer on your question, to your question, because yeah, I like a lot of things here, but at the same time I also dislike a lot of things here. So it's not like, this is a complete paradise and everything is perfect, but it's like anywhere on this planet. But it also depends on you and the way how you treat this. Take care, Steve. Holiday related stuff. Lol. Like what? Daenerys. Super Steve. Back to work for me. Stay safe and prayers to you and your family. Slava Ukraine. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for helping, Hannah. Have a good one. Have a great day ahead. They are getting tricky, having a break between attacks so people leave the shelters and go back home. Then they attack with ballistic with no time to take shelter again. Yeah, that's also happening, and they are tricky when they attack the same place twice. And there are rescuers who are working, who are, looking for people under debris, and there is another strike. And I do remember that we had such case in Sumy or Chernihiv when many rescuers were killed because of the attack that happened minutes after the first attack. And as for the shelter and the way how people visit it, the first year, maybe even year and a half, when we didn't have so many drones attack, like many people and me, and not only me, but Luba, me, my family, we were like ignoring the A rate. And I mean, we're not going to the shelter that often like now, because now it's just mandatory. If there is the A rate in Kiev, it's better to go to the shelter, because like I said before, the missile uh, may be at your place in just 10 seconds and it could be late. Just and for your information, nobody's watching to hear people express political opinions. uh yeah, maybe if somebody has questions about that, I gladly answer. But yeah, I also like generally the whole politic sucks. I hate it. But when when you live just in the middle of all of this politic, politic, it's just impossible to avoid these talks. You already talked about the new 1822 law, right? I just entered the live. Hello, Taras. No, I have not. So, 2 days ago, they allowed for living to people who are between 18 and 22. So it's like before that, you remember that due to the martial law, all the men who are from 18 to 60, we have no option to leave. And now they uh, allowed it to our young generation. And yeah, I watched and I saw some videos that there were many people, many guys who were leaving yesterday. Today we had some mm, like myth busters, or how you say, when somebody from the government said that it's not that many, like it was the regular amount. uh, Today also Zelensky, he mentioned and replied on this matter. He said that nowadays we almost have no children, not children, but we almost have no guys who are uh, ending schools in Ukraine. So usually, and I mentioned that also, that in high grades we have just girls, because if you're a guy, your parents uh, they moved you or they took you from Ukraine until you're 18. Until you're 18, right? Until. I always confused about till, until, still. So yeah, and Zelensky also mentioned that it does not. So this decision will not affect the defense of Ukraine, because all these people, they are not. Uh, they do not meet the requirements for the conscription and drafting conscription. What do you like about living in the countryside? Is this not the same as living in Kiev? Sure. Uh, what do I like about living in the countryside? So first of all, you have here own yard, and it doesn't matter what do you wear. It doesn't matter what's with your hair. Like, is it fresh or is it dirty? It doesn't matter how you look like. You can just go outside. You can sit. You can walk. You can stay here. You can breathe the air. And when you're in the city, before going outside, of course, you have to be ready. You have to wear some clothes. I mean, some, you know, normal clothes, not just like I'm wearing now, using some shirts with holes, these shoes. I don't know even the name for these shoes. It's like we call them hamnadawi. It's hamnadawi. It's like the shoes which which you can use walking into the mud, and not only. Of course, nature. Of course, own garden, own veggies and fruits. There are a lot of advantages, but at the same time there are also a lot of disadvantages. You have to work around the house, around the yard. You have to take care of everything, and it also needs some time. But yeah, it's not that uh, it's not that problem. War is politics by another means. You may not be interested in politics, but politics interested in you and shaping your life conditions to a large extent. Yeah, that's true. 1824 is the smallest generation in Ukraine. Men from age 22 to 60 still remain available. 1824. Yeah, but this is the most, like somebody said before, uh, how he said, like the bloom generation, not the bloom, but the most, like the future of Ukraine. Of course, I also treat myself as a future of this country, but best about countryside that is that it's not the city. Yeah, one of my favorite shows is Green Acres. When I think countryside, I think of that show. Which I have no idea what's that show. I only dress decently on Saturday, grocery shopping day. Mm, we only dress decently every day we are in the city. Much better in the country for lying in the hammock and staring at the stars. We have some stars. We had a lot of stars day before yesterday when I was I woke up in the middle of the night. It was maybe 2 or 3 a.m. because of drones, and the sound of drone was such a like some jet. And I opened the curtain to see the sky, and it was full of stars, and they were so so close, so low, so short, no, so close to the ground. Or maybe just you know the uh, I forgot the word. Okay, never mind. If you could move to any American state, which state would you move to? Justin. I would travel. I'd like to travel all over the United States, but not to move, being honest. But of course, if I have the chance to stay for, half a year, I mean, just temporary, because living in the United States required so much money, right? And it's such a uneasy to, you know, to earn nowadays for living in the United States. So yeah, we used to absolutely different uh, this funds needs being in Ukraine. So yeah, but I'd like to stay in California because this is, as far as I understand, the warmest state. They have no winter, and I do not like winter. I like warm seasons, spring, autumn, summer, but no winter. And I'd like to live in the climate with no winters. Stas, yo, hello. The song for the TV show was funny. Green Acres, that the place to be, farm living, that's the life for me, Arnold. Paul, I'll share a clip of the show with you later. Okay. Uh, did you say is a show right now? Don't come. Cheryl, this is a good advertisement. But of course, if I had the chance, if I had the opportunity, I will definitely come to see what's the United States, how it looks like. Uh, I'll drive through your states because it's just unbelievable that you have so many states and that your country is so huge compared to Ukraine. And one state, Texas, is like Ukraine. But yeah, it's so far. And I don't know. Before, I know that some of my friends they were visiting America several times. We had the program work and travel, so they had the chance to work as a sea guards in amusement parks, uh, not like bodyguards, amusement park workers, maybe some other positions, and some of them they stayed. They asked for the uh, it was uh, like refugees, and they were seeking from for some place, and they received this status, so they were able to stay there, and now they completely settled. They have families there. They have cars. They have works, jobs, and yeah, seems that they are happy because every time I see watch some stories, some photos of them, like they're living their best life with no war, with no grief. And yeah, of course, yeah, sometimes you see it and sometimes you think it could have been me. But yeah, like it seems that my destiny, our destiny, is a bit different, and we have to go through this life. Oh, I hope that the sound is okay. And by the way, I can check it. Oh, it's really great. It's really great. Alaska is quiet and cold. Where are you planning to run away, Romania, since you're not frontline? Zampa, what do you mean? Uh, where are you planning to run away, Romania? Why? Why I need Romania? Za, I do not see. Oh, it seems that I use different. So yeah, I'm not planning to go to Romania. I have relatives, by the way, in Romania, but Romania. Why Romania? Uh, I will repeat one more time that sometimes I answered that already. I like Asia countries and I like to visit Korea, Japan, Vietnam, China, uh, Thailand, Indonesia, uh, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, so all that uh, east side of this world. As for European countries, I've been to many of them, and they are not that different from Ukraine. And sometimes Ukraine is even better. So we have, oh, there is the risk of attack. I'm just reading Telegram. There are several news. Okay, I'll go back to the chat. Charles Zampa tried driving your loft truck to the front line. GMTA, brother. What is GMTA? Zampa is in the bunker with Putin's cleaning his boots. Needs extra rubles, so comes here. I really like Asia too, from Cheryl. I don't know, like, because all that side is like a different planet. Because European countries, Ukraine, even the United States, it's quite similar. Because we have, like, almost similar architecture. mm, Not similar, but The culture is pretty close. We drive same cars, we build same buildings, and we look similar. As for Asia people, it's like they're absolutely different. They have a different culture. They eat different food. Yeah, they drive same cars because most of our cars here in Ukraine they're either from uh, Japan, either from Europe or United States. Uh, but yeah, the way how they live and the way how we live is different. So that's why I'm interested and I want to go there. And of course, if I had chance, and I think it's really great and interesting content for the channel to live in some new culture with new people. We'll see. I hope that one day I'll have the chance to do that. Check walking in Tokyo stream. They walk around and speak in English in Japan, so modern as break from all of this. Walking in Tokyo. I'll check. Thanks, Duncan. If you come to United States, just don't put a GD Vance meme on your phone. Are they checking the phones? Because if they are checking the phones, uh, they will not allow me to enter. Pablo, you have to realize most Americans see visiting other countries as a big deal. You must be rich to travel internationally. My 3 months trip to Ukraine is same as 2 weeks in Florida. County, yeah, and this is the way how we also treat America because it's super far. And I know that back then the flight tickets to America they were the most expensive comparing to uh, all other parts on this world. And buying the ticket and getting the visa, because so many people were refused in getting visa. Because I remember when I was at university, some of my group mates they were trying to apply for American visa, and if you're a girl, it just 100% reject. If you're a single, if you have no ties, have no ties like your husband or some kid in Ukraine. If you're a single lady, it's just 100% rejection. If you're a guy, I know it was a bit softer for guys from Ukraine. And when the war started, we had that program U for You, so every Ukrainian had the chance and opportunity to go and stay there. And now I heard that this program does not work anymore, and some people were refused in staying and even uh, deported from the United States. I don't know how true is that, but yeah, I saw such information somewhere. Hi Paulo, hello John. Hope you, Luba, and Jack, and your family is okay. Hey John, it's good to see you here. Thankfully, we're okay, but yeah, we were very close to that. Hello from South Africa. We drive on the left hand side of the road. Nail. Yeah, that's okay. It's like in Britain, right? Paulo, you can stay at my house in Idaho. Thanks, dollar. Matt, they have the right to check your phone and you have to give them the password. But normally, no, they don't check the phone. I see. They send a guy back to Norway for having a Vance meme. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, checking the phones and putting people in ICE detention. Funny pictures are against the law. That's funny. That's really funny. I'm sorry that I'm doing that with my eye. I have some allergy, and now I feel that, and I want to touch the, not exactly the eye, but the skin near the eye. Please hit the like button, subscribe. We appreciate your visiting Paolo's channel. J is 100% right, guys. Don't hesitate to hit the like button, subscribe, and you can leave any comment, any question, even if it's ridiculous and weird. You can still ask it, and I don't mind. If I have the answer, I'll answer. If not, I'll not answer. That's funny. What happened actually? Uh, some of these people are so out of their minds. I wonder where you got your ideas. Rose, what you mean? Which ideas? Please specify. What happened actually? Hardik, so yesterday we had the second most deadliest attack since this war. Russians launched almost 600 drones and I don't know how many missiles. And the building was destroyed in my neighborhood in Kiev. It's just next to my college where I was studying and where I was, like thousands times. Another building was hit by drone, and my friend apartment was damaged, and now he has no wall. Thankfully, nobody was killed there. And yeah, like Russian officials said, uh, all the targets were successfully reached. 25 people were killed, hundreds people were injured, and as far as I remember, almost 900 apartments were damaged that night. So if you're asking about what happened, this is what happened. This pretty with the memes what happened to the free speech. Hi Paulo from Lisbon. Hello Tatiana. Hope you and the family are doing okay. Thanks Tatiana. Hope you're okay too. Are you Ukrainian? Nathan, thanks for your email. I'm reading your email right now. And Kent County, I'll be right in Kiev for 3 months. If you okay, Kanti, I'll reply you later. Paul, do you feel safe at the moment? God bless. Big Daddy. Yeah, when you're in the countryside, you do feel that you're safe much more, much more compared to the city. But even being here during the night when we have drones and missiles flying over this place, you still feel, some, like you said, tremor, because your heart is still, your heartbeat, you still feel that. And you do realize that the chance that the missile or drone hit this place is so tiny, but you still realize that this is the like electronic, and something can go wrong, and everything is possible. And when there are hundreds of such drones, the chance is bigger. And yeah, I don't know. Like the only place where I feel safe is, the shelter. This is our basement that we have in our building. But even being there, if the missile hit the building and the building collapsed, everything can go, everything can go down, and the shelter can be also, let's say, damaged because of the, all the bricks, all the floors over this shelter. So it's just you have this feeling almost 24/7. Of course, from time to time, when you're focused on something different, when you do something you uh, you do not think about that. But then when we have some danger, you're feeling that again. Okay, it's 8:49. Hey Paul, hello Steven. By the way, Steve, was it you who I do remember that uh, on PayPal I got some transfer? Yeah, Steve, it was you. Thanks a lot for your transfer on the PayPal. I didn't have your email, so I don't know how to reply, but I appreciate it. Hey Paul, if you make it to Alaska summer, of course, I'll take you deep netting for the world's best salmon, Copper River Reds. Oh, Steve, thanks a lot for your invitation. Alaska. I don't even know how many kilometers Alaska is from Ukraine, but it's so far for sure. If I had the chance, I'd like to visit all of you guys, like every person who invited me, Luba, my family. If we had the chance, we'll go all over this world, and especially to Alaska. Cause yeah, Luba likes salmon, and when we sometimes we order sushi, and this sushi with salmon on the top and inside, and yeah, that's so delicious. And at your place, like it's fresh and it's much it's tastier compared to our, cause it still needs some weeks for the transport into Ukraine. But yeah, thanks, Steve. If you if you if one day you'll go to Ukraine, feel free to contact me if you need some tips, if you want to meet. So maybe it will be faster to have some meeting here in Ukraine rather than in Alaska. Bye, crazy misinformed people. Stay safe, Paulo. Bye bye, Ross. Have a great day ahead. Heading out here. Take care, all. Bye bye, Denaria. I'm sorry, Paulo, that the world has decided to use your country as a money generator. From Ross. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, Steve, I checked. I checked that it was you. Build a guest house, Paulo. We all need to visit you. Can't you? Uh, we have the tent. So Luba gifted me the tent. It was maybe 4 years ago before the war, and we supposed to go for some camping to the forest. And yeah, we make the tent just here to test it, and this was the first and the last time we use it. And yeah, before the war, Kenty, we also dreamed that we can rent some big house with many rooms, and that our subscribers would be able to visit, to stay there. But yeah, that that's not came true. Hello, Julian, Freddy. Hello from Belgium. Courage to the Ukrainians. Thank Julian. How are you? How's Belgium? Standing with Ukraine. Hello, Tubal Kane from Canada. I want to kayak that river you guys did. Look so fun. Dollar. Yeah. I also want to have another uh, kayaking time, because it was really so great, and the weather was great, and this water route. There are so many interesting locations there. So we'll definitely try this kayaks again. Phew. So it's 89 minutes. Yeah, so something wrong with this eye. Something wrong with this eye. And I have no idea what's that, but I feel it over the last several days. Maybe because of some plant. Maybe there is some other reason. But I feel that especially during evening and night. Uh, Warmonger, are you coming to Kyiv the upcoming week? Yeah, I do not know exactly when, but of course we have such plan. But now it depends on their events, because seems that now after this attack we'll have we will not have new attacks, at least the nearest days. But then everything is possible. It depends on their on the decisions. I also know that now they are working on security guarantees, and today our Ukrainian representatives they are in the United States and they have meeting with Witkov, so they also have some discussions there. So we'd like to go there often, but you see that it's not that safe. Why are you asking? Are you coming to Kiev? Awesome video too. And Paulo didn't have to pedal. Yeah, that's true. How far away is Luba's granddad's empty house? It's about 50 kilometers. It's not that far, but it's still far. And, that area has nothing. Like, that area has just few homes, few families who live there, and that's all. So, and they do not have even the normal road. Not normal, but good road. How many days left, Kenty, before you go to Kiev? Adam, I know that, but yeah, maybe this is private, so if Kenty wants, he can answer. Hello, Arvid. It's good to see you. To Paul and Luba, I'm in Italy this week. Hope for peace soon. Our prayers. Thanks, Arvid. Have a great trip and vacation in Italy. That's great. Help Paula splash water in face to wash allergens away. Yeah, after this live, I'll go and do that. It's inspiring to see how relentless Ukraine is to get that basic sweet thing, freedom. Steve, this freedom, the price for this freedom is so high. So 25 miles approximately, a bit more, because 1 mile is 166 kilometer. So it's just maybe 35 miles. Good night, Paolo. I want to visit when I get better. Peace for everyone. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for moderating today. Yeah, I'll be leaving in 3 minutes, because it's 8:57 right here, and it's time to end the stream soon. We'll have some dinner, and it's Friday, finally. Oh, but being honest, like uh, nowadays, all the days they are pretty similar, and not only the days, not even the years, because there is nothing new, there is nothing positive, and you just you know waiting for something good, but it's not here yet. Because I'm on vacation in Kiev. Uh, and when are you leaving Kiev? Because I don't know, I cannot answer you exactly when we're going there. Big Daddy, sure I do. Sure I do worry about that. Do your friends have been? Yeah, I have friends. I have such friends, and not only friends, even relatives. And my brother, who is a policeman, now he like a military now. So of course, like I do have close people who are there. Mm, and to buy you a drink. Warmonger, this is such a interesting offer. So yeah, when are you leaving? and if we'll be there the nearest weeks, of course. I know. Do I have your email? Or if you have a chance, you can write me. But if you're leaving like tomorrow or day after tomorrow or next week, I do not think that we'll go. But yeah, if we'll have some things to do there, we'll go. But yes, for now, I have no answer because we just came from there. Paul, in US, we have a holiday weekend coming. It's called Labor Day. Labor Day. Yeah, I don't know. Labor Day. We have this Labor Day in May. Big Daddy used to be a famous British wrestler. Could be, could be. I know nothing about American wrestling. I do remember only this, like wrestling on the TV when John Cena. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this is the only what I remember, and we had that on our TV when I was a kid. Wednesday by train to Warsaw. Oh, Wednesday. So yeah, unfortunately, that not this time. So how was your stay? How was your staying? And where were you when they attacked? When the attack happened? Did you go to the shelter or were you staying in your apartment? All right, one more minute, guys, and it's time to go. It's 9:01, and it's already cold here. So yeah, I don't want to catch a cold. Phew. I have the flashlight here. Op. Oh, if nobody has questions, so I'll be finishing this live. Thanks a lot, guys, for staying with me, staying with us, staying with Ukraine, and supporting us and our people. And yeah, let's hope that this war ends at least this year. Not soon, not like in a week or 2 or months, but at least this year. Because I really only 15 here today. Because I really lost all my hopes for some. And Jack, come here. This is the. Say hi. This is the. Hi. Скажи щось. He can only breathe into this mic. I don't know if you see him, guys, but this is the Jack. This is the star of this channel. Да, Jack. All right, my friends. I can't remember every detail when 9/11 happened. I suspect it's the same scene. Have a great evening, Paul. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, 9/11. I was watching many documentaries about this event. Thank you, guys. Nail, bye, Paula. Jubal can't stand with Ukraine. David Conran, good luck from United Kingdom. Thanks, David. Good luck to you. Take care, Paula. Thanks, Cheryl. I had a great time. I was in the apartment. I don't fear the attacks. Lucky you that you do not fear the attacks. And yeah, of course, I'm glad that you're okay. Stay safe. Lots of love from Sweden. Thanks, Agneta. Good night, Jack. Steve. Night, Jack. Good night, Jack. Good night, Paula. Stay safe. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks a lot. And I'll see you soon. Bye.